Well, let's give this a try. Good friend of mine, Dr. Kevin, from mydrkevin.com, suggested that while I'm out on the road that I do a vlog, and it's not a travel vlog. It is a sharing my thoughts as I'm going down the road. And so each day I'm going to try and share something with you that is either about my business, about my thoughts, about pretty much whatever it is I want to talk about, and take it from here. You'll have to excuse the way this bounces around, but maybe that makes it interesting. So today, I just passed Raleigh, Durham, and I'm going through it now. And that for many people is kind of the start of the Old South. The Old South was, people from there were called rebels. And there's been a few conversations that I've been in lately, and I'm almost irritated when I hear someone being called an activist because they have a Facebook page about something they care about. I'm not saying that that's not important, but because you've liked someone's page, or because you have created a Facebook page about a cause that you care about and you're hoping that people will like it, does not make you an activist. An activist is a person who acts out. I want you to get this. They act out about the things that they care about. The environmental movement, the women's rights movement, the women's right to vote, the civil rights movement, the gay rights movement. None of those things would have happened if somebody had just printed an ad in the local paper and said, tell me if you like that or not. These were all people who actively pursued nonviolent, civil disobedient means to accomplish those goals. And some of those people, even though they were acting in peace, paid an ultimate price. I helped to turn around with a bunch of other volunteers an environmental sensitive area that a large foreign concern wanted to turn into a gravel pit. Not like there's not enough gravel pits in the world. And what they were actually hoping to find was gold, but that's considered overburden if you're digging for gravel. And while I was out taking pictures of this environmentally sensitive area and why it was environmentally sensitive, I got shot at. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that if you want to be an activist, you need to grow some guts. You need to act out like you care about. There are lots of causes out there. In fact, there are websites dedicated to allowing people to put up their cause. there are, we live in an age that's got amazing tools, including the one I'm using, to get the word out and to give people an opportunity to become, be, do, and change the absolute world. I mean, the recent changes in the Middle East were because of the ability to interface with what people cared about with modern technology. So you have the tools. Even if you don't leave your house, you have the tools. But why is this important? Well, folks, our side is losing. Many of the grounds that were gained by subsequent generations are being lost. Our battle to save the environment, they're doing more against the environment now than they did before. They're doing it in other countries, so, we don't see it. But it's one planet, folks. Okay? There's more totalitarian regimes around the world than there's ever been. And the fascist right, who have the audacity to call themselves Christians, and think that the Bible somehow gives them permission to act out against children and minorities. They all need to go read the first few chapters of the books of Acts in their rule book. The Bible, that's what I'm talking about. They need to quit picking their leaders because they're loud. But then again, maybe some of us need to be loud. I travel around the country talking to people about that the universe has planted a stone inside of each one of us. A bright shining crystal, a beautiful stone that we can connect with the universe. That's my activation. That's the thing that I care about, is getting people to see that. But you have untapped power available to you to be able to do and activate that stone and do the things that the universe has laid on your heart to do. Whether you pray or whether you meditate or however it is that you connect with the spiritual side of your being, allow your soul to connect with the universe and the Creator and all of that, however it is that you go about doing that. If you will simply allow that stone or crystal that's deep inside of you to be activated, you'll have untapped sources of power to do the things that you care about. Maybe you... So, if anybody has any questions as to how to accomplish that, about how to ignite or enrich that stone, you can reach me through shamansdream.net or through my phone number, which is 207-232-1987. You could get access to some more wonderful people through our store at the Newington Mall near Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And you can either that or you can get a hold of my good friend at mydrkevin.com. Have a beautiful, glorious, and enriched day. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Aho.